we don't call now for facilitate the implementation of the process. You already know, say the recommendations them, I mean, they in different folds as to the institutions that they deal with them. I mean, and so if you look at the recommendations then from recommendation 1 on to about 20, they move on. I mean, a set of other a day between 40, 50 to go. Now the Electoral Commission in the deal with. So how we able to help the Electoral Commission for me implement the recommendations and now we don't do it. Okay. The PPRC also they insert recommendations there. The Office of National Security will then lead election security planning process. So there's a whole set of recommendations that we related to them. They also the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation. Yeah. I mean about how a state broadcaster how himself will relate in our election. IMC gets the Independent Police Complainants Board. All of them when they get sets of recommendations where they ask as to how themselves will review them processes that they for when they become a much more effective institution. So the first thing we'll begin now forget opportunity for me to use all the leadership and solicit and support. I mean, for let's work together.
What is the leadership? Which leadership?
For example, the chairman and chief commissioner of the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone. Okay. The national security coordinator. I mean, the chairman of PPRC. So that's one they will talk about. And the immediate staff, because anytime we go meeting, then say they bring people there. So we sit down, we discuss and move them process here forward. So a lot of that they now will begin with for creating that kind of understanding in it. From there, we also meet with political parties. So we meet with the All People's Congress. Okay. I mean, we write them officially. I mean, in fact, we go to the office, we get conversation with them, we brief them on what they happen so far, and then say we solicit their support. I mean, from there, we meet with APA. And through APA and PPRC, we ask for all the other political parties and come.
And for we listeners, the benefits, APA and the All Political Party Association. Okay.
So in the course of that, the Political Party Regulation Commission tell we say, not to all the parties and then APA. So now we ask them, say, well, do you have, we also want 2 parties or 3, they make themselves can attend this meeting because they all want for talk to. And at that meeting, they all come. And so we brief them about what's in this whole process that they're about. Because if you're aware, what the process stand, I mean, just between the government of Sierra Leone, SLPP, and the opposition APC. So the other parties, they say, oh, they left out of them. So we want for, create an inclusive process. So we can meet with them, we discuss all what's in that the potential issues that we go they around this process here. Because then self they in the same committee. Don't forget that. So we discuss everything with them. After that, we begin talk to Sierra Leoneans then. I mean, we begin hold small sets of meeting for make just Sierra Leoneans they understand. And you know, the Kwame say ministries are in this process here around much more of public information and civic engagement than the Ministry of Information and Civic Engagement, the leader. So then said beyond the whole a series of civic engagements across the country. We will say they go to. So from that process, the chief minister will not ask all the institutions that when they get recommendations for do that, for make them look at all their recommendations and make them make their own clear opinion as to how they will implement them. Okay. So we get all them documents and then again we look at what everybody they say already institutions that they don't begin the process. So for example, ECSL, when you look at recommendation 1. Recommendation 1 say therefore set up a consultation, Electoral Commission for consult on consultation policy for pass and publish this policy within 3 months of the submission of this report, and the consultation policy for apply to all commission in policy regulations and guidance. So that day, now what the Electoral Commission for do. We own duty now for follow up and say they don't do that.
Okay.
You understand? So that's what we don't do now. We don't talk to them. So after a period of time, they will give you updates as to what they don't do. But in the past sets of steering committees, so within this period there, the steering committee don't hold up to about 5 steering committee meetings. And each of them meetings and then are for look at something. For so the first meeting now for approving in terms of reference and what will happen. The second set of meeting now for do an annual work plan and also budget time, and then they don't approve them and then we begin go to Ministry of Finance or make some of their support that they can so that we will push them process. So you see, for more guys secretariat set up, don't tell you say they don't support some of that kind of processing. So anytime we meet, we brief them back, we inform them. The steering committee also don't hold a series of meetings with development partners and also with the moral guarantors. Within this period, they don't hold about 1 or 2 meetings with moral guarantors with the Kangwing, ECOWAS, AU, they all come then discuss about how this process how they go.